Hello, welcome to CKE 10,000 Gaming Channel. In this video, we're looking at my Bunny Senpai Experience deck profile. It runs 8 yellow climax cards, 4 bounce, 4 shot. We'll take a look at the level 0 lineup first. I'm running 3 copies of Phantom Elder Sister Shoko Makunahara. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, put the top 2 cards of your deck into your waiting room. If there's a climax revealed among those cards, choose one of your characters, and that character gets plus 1500 power until the end of turn. The second effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, pitch a card. If you do, search your deck for one adolescent character, reveal it to your opponent, put your hand, and shuffle your deck. Song, please. Tutor. Then I'm running 4 copies of Self-Loathing Naroko to Yohama. At the beginning of your opponent's draw phase, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is level 1 or higher, you may return this card to your hand. It's one of your Weiss early plus. Try to focus on that a bit. Doesn't seem to be cooperating, but there it is. Then I'm running two copies of First Steps Kaede Asusagawa. It has one effect. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you may pay 2, pitch 2. If you do, search your deck for up to 2 adolescent characters, reveal them to your opponent, put them in your hand, and shuffle your deck, and this card gets plus 3000 power until end of turn. Let's try to better focus on that. There you go. There's the card. Then I'm running 3 copies of the Assist Indoors Preference Kaede Asusagawa. Continuous assist. All your characters in front of this card gets plus 500 power, and it has pay 1 Brainstorm. For 4 cards from the top of your deck, put them in the waiting room. For each climax reveal among those cards, perform the following action: choose 1 adolescent character in your waiting room, return your hand, choose 1 card in your hand, and put it into your waiting room. So it's a spam little Brainstormer. Then we have our plussing Brainstormers, which are Girl Shrouded in Mystery, which is a search Brainstormer, and that gives power. And then this is a draw Brainstormer. Reason for the kind of weird Brainstormer lineup is I'm running the other copies of the Brainstormers in my other Bunny Senpai decks. And I'm running 1 copy of the backup Sunset Sky Shoko Makunohara. When you use this card's backup, if you have an adolescent character, choose one of your characters battle, and that character is plus 1000 power. So it's a 102k backup. So there it is. Then at level 1, I'm running 4 copies of Pent Up Feelings Naroko Toyohama. When this card attacks, if Sister Panic is in your climax area and you have another adolescent character, look up to 4 cards on the top of your deck, choose up to 1 adolescent character from among them, reveal it to your opponent, put in your hand, and put the rest in your waiting room. And this has a second effect. When this card's frontal attack, you may pay 1, put this card in the waiting room. If you do, choose it to 1 runaway Naroko from your hand and put it on the stage position that this card was on as the defending character. Then I'm running 3 copies of Present Kaede. Has 1/1 continuous experience. If the total level of cards in your level is 2 or higher, this card gets plus 1500 power and Encore. Then I'm running 2 copies of Talented Individual Mai Sakurajima. When this card's battle becomes reversed, you may put this card into your memory. If you do, at the beginning of your next draw phase, choose a copy of this card in your memory and put it on any position of your stage. And I'm running 1 copy of the Panda Pajamas Experience event. If the total level of cards in your level is 2 or higher, choose up to 2 characters in your waiting room, return them to your hand, choose 1 card in your hand, put it into your waiting room, choose 1 of your characters, and that character gets plus 2000 power until end of turn. And then I'm running 1 copy of the a level 2 backup. When you use this card's backup, you may discard 2 cards from your hand into your waiting room. If you do, choose one of your opponent's characters of level higher than your opponent's level and put it into your opponent's waiting room. Then running 4 copies of Courage to Move On Kaede has continuous experience. If the total level cards in your level is 4 or higher, this card gets plus 2500 power, continuous, and the second effect is Auto Encore. Then I'm running 4 copies of Runaway Naruto Toyohama. This card cannot side attack at the beginning of your Encore step. If this card is on your center stage, return this card to your hand. Choose up to 1 level 0 or lower character in your hand and put it on the position that this card was as rested. Then I'm running 2 copies of Inferior Existence My Sakurajima. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, look at the top X cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them. Put it into your hand and put the rest into your waiting room. X equals to the number of adolescent characters you have. And the second effect is when this card's battle point becomes reversed, you can pay 2 stock, discard 2 cards. If you do, deal 5 damage to your opponent. And then I'm running 2 copies of Longing and Respect Naruto Toyohama. When this card is placed on stage from hand, you may heal 1 and has a change effect. At the beginning of your climax phase, you may put this card in your waiting room. If you do, choose 1 Schooling High School Naruto Toyohama in your waiting room and put it on the stage that this card was on. I don't believe we run that card. We only use it for the healing. And then we're in experience because it's level 3 and this is only set 1. And then I'm running 4 copies of Brother Complex Kaede. When this card is placed on stage from hand, draw up to 2 cards. Choose 1 card in your hand and put it in your waiting room. Second effect is Climax Combo Experience. At the end of this card's attack, if the Kaede quest is in your climax area and the total level of cards in your level is 6 or higher, you may pay the cost, which is pay 2. Put 1 card from your hand into your waiting room and put this card into your waiting room. If you do, choose 1 Courage to Move On Kaede Asuzugawa in your waiting room and put it on the stage position that this card is on. So it changes into this to do an extra attack. And then the climax cards I run are Sister Panic, which is your level 1 combo, and the Kaede quest, which is your level 3 combo. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check EncoreDecks.com in the link description below to see an overview of this deck build.